resistant, the one I bought especially for it, so it could be slightly wrong choice of sun cream if it's not. This is your upstairs with all the doors shut.
Yeah, I thought I listened to that for you last night.
Really nice.
Yeah, thanks. I'm kind of fairly nervous. I think I'm slightly numb to the fact that I'm actually going to take on this big challenge.
What factor is this?
Sun protection 50.
Wow.
Quite well with that being oh, that's the same as me.
She's really nervous for me. It's 5:40 on the 7th of July on a Monday in Dad's car on the way to Dover, ready to try and swim the channel. So, I desperately need my swim trunks.
Speedo.
I could do it naked pretty much, like, you don't actually need, you know, if I was doing backstroke it'd be more embarrassing. The harbour looks nice. I'm feeling quite, I'm not really thinking about it actually. I've woken up in a kind of mental state where I'm not imagining myself doing it, so it's quite nice just to stay like that for now until we get into the water. But yeah, underlying nervousness, I guess.
I mean, his mum and I spent most Monday nights, or every Monday night, taking Matt and his friend Oliver down to Rustington Swimming Club, Littlehampton Swimming Club.
And we're off!
And yeah, they'd have to jump in and do 30 lengths before any lessons started, just to warm up. They were incredible when they were really young, and they won everything. They were really, Matt won the under 10s and Oliver won the over 10s, and it was extremely emotional. I often get emotional, and I probably cried then, as I'm probably going to cry today. Well, this is an idea out of the blue. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's a real challenge, a huge. Yeah, at this stage, I'm not necessarily completely enjoying it because he's going to suffer, isn't he? It's going to be a long day, I think.
The vessel Suva, and the Suva is involved in escorting a cross-channel swim and is operating very close speed. Just for your information.
Yes, Mom, I see her doing my course to sports.
I used to live next to an old lady she's at like 85 now, this tiny old Scottish lady, and she was one of the first women to have done it. So I always used to speak to her kind of a few times a week, and she kind of taught my ear off about how she trained and how she swam at the Serpentine, and I was already starting to swim at the Serpentine. And from there, I then swam Lake Windermere, which is half the distance. And I could then realise that I could probably swim further.
For the first 3 hours we're just doing an hourly feed, kind of tea, gels, squash, and alternating bananas with Swiss rolls. And then we're going for half an hour feeding with chocolate and tea, followed by the next feed, gels and squashes, and that alternates till we get there.
Am I looking alright? I'm the official CSA observer. And every hour I'm monitoring the stroke rate, the air temperature, the water temperature, the wind speed and the direction, and whether the tide is on the ebb or the flood. I record what the swimmer's having on his speeds. Then every hour I also check the latitude and longitude, so we could be able to plot the course on a chart, so you'd be able to see exact way you swam the channel. And in the iPad I'm just noting things that happen, like jellyfish swimming past, and if we get any seaweed or ferries coming, or when we get in the shipping lanes we may get close to big ships, and what I'll do, I'll try and get a picture of them and find out where they're going, how big they are and all that sort of thing. It is very, very hard, extremely difficult. It's nothing that you could take lightly. More people fail, I think, than do it.
First 9 hours, kind of, I was really focused and super positive. It was really going as well as I could possibly have imagined. It was bizarre, there was no fish at all. I didn't see one fish. I saw a couple of plasters. I mean, I was really loving the kind of the bubbly noise and just the sound of the boat and the sound of the tankers kind of going past. I was really kind of enjoying it, although I knew that I was still a long way from France. I was actually really elated by the kind of nature of it. And the fact that I was actually doing it. As soon as I got to that 9 hour point, I got stuck in a current, and we'd obviously kind of missed the downward tide. Like the water felt kind of as if it was thick with a current against me. It was oily, completely flat, kind of serene, but it was actually just this slow current going towards me. You just knew that you weren't actually moving anywhere, but you're in the middle of the ocean still, and you can see France.
You see the cars now? You can see the cars and stuff. You couldn't see them.
Yeah, it was a tough old thing. Well, as soon as you've been swimming in it for 20 minutes, you realised that actually you weren't going anywhere. It was pretty soul destroying.
We have no idea if he's got 1 hour left, or 2 hours, or 3 hours. He's doing ever so well and being very, very consistent, but I think if I had to tell him that he had to swim for another 3 hours, he might pull me in after him and drown me.
I just wanted to know if I was moving forward. And I didn't know if I was going to have to stay out
in the middle of the sea for kind of the next 6 hours to wait for the tide, or I just didn't really know what was happening, and I was completely spent. And then Andrea was like, "You've broken through the current. You've broken through the the tide." So I just thought, right, I can actually still do this, and I just kept on going, until I kind of felt that it was such a nice feeling the waves into France actually take me in.
It was kind of 8 o'clock at night by that point, and there were some French people walking their dogs and stuff, and they came and said hello. I kind of explained, and they were like, "Ah, champion de la Manche," and yeah, it was great.
Woohoo! I did it!
Which point didn't you think you were going to make?
That was a long. That last 3 hours was.
Very long.
So if you look, you'll find yourself. You're not the demon in the dark. But you and yeah, we've been through
You look cold. You look cold.
Come kiss me. Love you so much. I thought about you.
Where's my fags?
I did a whole Herbie hour.
Swim in the channel. Making the fun. Let's share the medal.
Oh, so